What's going on YouTube? It's your boy John Mango and I'm back representing Beyond the Iron, and in this case I'm actually doing a quick product review on the Renpho scale, Bluetooth scale, Renpho Bluetooth scale, okay? I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure if they have any other products. Anyways, the point is we're gonna check out the scale. I'm gonna go through some things about it, quality, if I think it's worth it, what I recommend, and a few other things. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So this Renpho scale, starting with quality, okay? And I'm jumping into this review a lot faster than my other review, which, by the way, the scale I was using before this was the Body Analyzer 1 scale, which I have a review on the channel for. You can check that out. Got a lot of complaints because I took too long to dive in, so we're going right now before the 1 minute mark, okay? So quality wise with the Renpho scale, actually I like the quality of this scale. It's got these nice little metal things over here. This is where the bioimpedance electrical analysis for your body fat is, which we'll get into later. And basically the overall build is pretty good. I like it. And yeah, I mean, it's hard to say preference between this and the scale I was using before, but I like it because it's black and whatnot. But it's very sturdy, and it's a good build quality overall, especially for the price, which we'll also get into. It is a sturdy build quality, so kudos to Renpho for that. And also, I found that it's a little bit lighter weight than some of the other scales that are all glass, like the one I mentioned before, and a little bit more steel in them. So I think that they were able to save weight with using a little bit less steel here, and that definitely helps in terms of, you know, portability. So if you're like me and you bring your scale around with you when you're traveling on trips, maybe I'm the only one crazy enough to do that, but if you're as crazy as I am, then it can definitely help for that. Alright, next up is the accuracy of the scale. Now, the reason I originally got the Body Analyzer 1 scale is because I actually saw it being tested to some official weight scales that are used in certain federations for powerlifting and fighting and stuff like that. So I said, okay, I know that it's an accurate scale, so I'm gonna go with that. In terms of the accuracy with this, I didn't see any similar videos comparing this to an official testing scale or anything. And that said, I've been using my Body Analyzer 1 for about 2 years now, and I don't know why, but for some reason this weighed me in 2 pounds heavier, and I tested this with other people as well, but it weighed them in 2 pounds heavier than my Body Analyzer 1 scale. Now, it's also worth noting that I have a third scale that actually weighs a completely different weight than both of these. So when it comes down to it, I can't say that this is wrong at all. I'm not gonna say that this scale is wrong, but the real point here is it's consistent, okay? So in terms of accuracy, maybe if I weigh 206 pounds and it's weighing me at 208, okay, maybe it's off by that, but in reality it doesn't matter. As long as it's consistent, then you can still use it to know, are you losing weight, gaining weight? You can measure that with a consistent scale, and I can definitely say that this one is consistent with its readings. Again, I've tested it with a lot of different objects and different people and all that, so it holds up on the consistency side of things. Alright, next up is the apps and features of the scale. So like I mentioned, this is a Bluetooth scale, and it actually pairs with an app on your phone, okay, the Renpho app right there. And so as you see, I've got my weigh-ins and stuff. Now, just to quickly go through what it offers and the information that it gives you is obviously your weight. You know what, let me record my screen for you here so you can see what I'm talking about. So, okay, so these are the things that it's offering. So skeletal muscle percentage, muscle mass in pounds, bone mass, protein, BMR, and metabolic age, which I've never really seen before. As you see, it's showing that I'm actually 24, and it's showing that my metabolic age is 25, which is, you know, it says ideal physical body range is 2/3 of it. The point is this, I don't know why it would be that I'm older, my metabolic age, my metabolism is actually much faster than the average person, so I don't know what plays into a factor with that. But here's the point here, okay? Oh, I'll go ahead and show you this too. So it'll show you day-to-day weigh-ins. You know, you can compare month, year, that kind of stuff. My account, okay, so you can do like community stuff, discover. So that's the scale itself. So yeah, it's very basic. You know, if you want to add a weigh-in, you can do device management, manual input. That's pretty much it. That's the extent of the app. And it's got your battery percentage there and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool in the sense that it does pair with your phone, And now when it comes to these features, you know, we have to understand that, look, they're ultimately more so gimmicks than anything. I never use a scale and worry about the number of body fat percentage it says, because to be honest, it's wildly inaccurate no matter what scale you use, no matter what you use in general. If you use a DEXA scan, I personally have videos on the channel of me doing a DEXA scan and showing you just how inaccurate it is, amongst the tons of other videos around on YouTube showing how inaccurate a DEXA scan is, and that's proclaimed to be the most accurate body fat composition test that we currently have. So that just goes to show, you know, these things are not going to be very accurate. But again, when it comes to having something to measure against, I think it's important. If you want to see your overall body fat percentage dropping, then yes, it's good, because whether it's right that I'm 14% or not, if it's going down, that's always a good thing, right? So, you know, you may want to have these types of features for that case, and if so, then I think this scale is great for that. And I think it's actually pretty cool because it's convenient. You don't have to go ahead and input things manually. You just step on the scale and it automatically goes to your phone. Now, with that said, I do have a minor gripe with that specifically, in the sense that for me at least, I don't know if maybe I did it wrong, but I needed to have my phone with me and with the app opened for the weight to actually register and go into the app, okay? So for myself, I found that a little bit inconvenient, to be honest, and a little bit annoying, especially myself. I'm waking up at 4 or 5 a.m. I'm not necessarily wide awake and looking to remember, oh, I gotta grab my phone and come back, right? So I really just want to weigh myself, get it done, and move on. So that was a little inconvenient. Now, mind you, obviously if you get used to it, it won't be that big of a deal, but it's just something that I felt like it's supposed to be more convenient with the app, but I felt like maybe the convenience wasn't as good as it could have been. You know, if maybe they were able to input your weight into the app without having to have your phone near you, maybe it does that. Again, maybe I just messed it up, but that's what I found. You need your phone, you need it open for it to register the weigh-in. Another feature though, a huge positive, is that there's actually a USB port right there, and that USB port means that there's no batteries for this. That's right, it is a chargeable battery, and that to me, that is an awesome feature, because you never have to worry about changing the battery. You just charge it, and I don't remember how long the charge lasts for, but it's a ridiculously long time, like a year or something, or like 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, something like that. So that is a huge benefit that, again, the body analyzer and a lot of the other scales I've seen don't have. So USB charging is huge. All right, now when it comes to the price and value of the scale, I believe the scale, it retails for about $39.99, and you know, I think that one thing's for sure, it's cheaper than the body analyzer scale. And I think that it's a good value for the price, okay? I think that if you're in the market for a new scale, and only if you're in the market for a new scale, that you should pick one of these up. If your scale is inaccurate and consistent, or it's just really, really old and not good quality, I definitely think that you should pick this scale up. Considering the price tag, it's actually very, very reasonable. And again, it's got those features where you can keep track of your weigh-ins via the app and all that kind of stuff. That said, like I mentioned, if you already have a reliable scale, I don't see the need to go run out and grab one of these, because again, the weighing yourself is extremely important. But with that said, it's not something where you need the most accurate weighing, the most fancy. People get ahead of themselves and think that they need the most accurate or the most high-end, fancy, most expensive scale. I don't think that that's the case at all. You just need something that tells you how much you weigh, make sure that it's accurate and consistent, and move on. So this does hit those points, but again, unless you don't have a scale that does that already, then I don't think it's worth just running out and grabbing this. With that said, if you are somebody in the market for a new scale, which you probably are if you're watching this, then I'm gonna give you an even better value, because Renpho and I actually partnered up to where I can give all of the viewers out there a 10% discount code if you wanna pick yours up. So that's gonna be in the top link in the description below. Use a 10% discount code and you get this even cheaper, making it an even better value. My final thoughts on on this is that I think it's a great scale, but personally I will be sticking to my Body Analyzer 1 scale for a few reasons. Okay, the first reason is that I've been using that scale for a while. It's very accurate and consistent, and by switching over to this, the 2-pound increment really threw off my recent weigh-ins. So I said, you know what, I don't want to skew my weigh-ins and my progress from the last month or so I'm sticking with my Body Analyzer. I like it a lot and it's been working well for me. With that said, it's great that I have this as a backup, and another reason also is the inconvenience of having to use the app, whereas I actually prefer writing it down on paper. I've tried just going over to apps exclusively, but I find that writing the weigh-ins down on paper is great. And also I update my progress on MyFitnessPal, and I've been doing that for years, and this app does not do that for me. So on top of it going in here, I still have to do the same manual work regardless. So for me, this is a great scale for me to have on backup. I want to say thanks to Renpho for sending it out. It's great quality, great value, and if you're in the market for a new scale, I do recommend that you grab this. Use the discount code down below and you will get 10% off of your scale purchase. So that's basically it, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this review, and I hope that you found it a lot more straight, direct to the point than my other scale review. If you're wondering which one you want, check out the other scale review as well. The Body Analyzer 1 is a very popular scale, but overall this one will be cheaper, and especially with that discount code. So I hope that you found the review helpful and made it easier for you to make your decision on whether or not you're going to buy this scale. With that said, if you don't have a scale, I think that you need to buy this scale right away, because you need a scale to determine if you're moving in the right direction or not, okay? And if you're wondering why you should weigh yourself at all, check this video out, because I tell you exactly why you should be weighing yourself every single morning, and how to go about doing that accurately and effectively. So that's it for the review, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, comment below whatever else you'd like to see or any other reviews you think I should do, and send me the product for it though, and a discount code, and I'll bring that for you for sure. Don't forget to share, subscribe so you don't miss any more vids, because they're coming every damn week. I'm out.